Hello, welcome to Soy Sauce and Grits. My name is Rose Geddes, and I am the co-host of Soy Sauce and Grits.
And my name is Kumi. Today I'm a co-host of SoySauce&Grits.
Both of us doing this. All right, how we met. Kumi has become my imoto, my little sister in Japanese, my little sister that I never had. I started out in Oakland, California. I'm from Oakland. And I was promoting comedy, live comedy shows, and ended up moving to Los Angeles, managed a few comedians, and Linnell, who's a dear friend, at the time I was representing her, and she said, you gotta come to this comedy club and meet Kumi. She's Japanese, she is funny as hell, and she was just telling me that I had to meet you. So one night we went out, I forget where, was that spot on Ventura?
Yeah, it was in the valley.
In the valley.
It was
a nice
a flashy,
flashy, big.
Yeah,
the only
big.
problem is the bar. I hate it when the bar is in the room of the comedy club.
Because people talk.
You have drinks clicking and clacking. The bartender making drink. Don't have a blender. Oh my God, you gotta tell them no blending during the show. Okay. Yeah. So that being said.
Wait. Can I tell you something? I met this, the actor Shamar Moore on that day, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I performed, I killed, and then I got off the stage.
And in comedy, killing is you're slaying the room. You're making them laugh.
I did. I did real good, right? And then this guy came to me. He's like, "Oh, you are so funny. I really loved your comedy. And I'm Shamar Moore." I was like, "Yes, I know who you are." I was like, "Can I just hug you?" Like I was a perverted.
No, you're a fan. You had your fan moment.
I was really happy to see.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was cute as hell.
Shamar Moore is a good-looking man.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. That's moving on, because boy, we have a lot to talk about.
We do.
Okay, so that was the night. Was that the same night?
I think it was the same night, but I did perform a couple of times. But I don't know where I met Linnell. I think I met Linnell in one of the, ghetto clubs.
Maybe she could pop in one day and tell her side of that story.
I mean, we, comedy is like...
Comedy, you go wherever there's a stage.
And we drank. So, our memory is like...
I
have to.
I can't remember shit yesterday. But...
I definitely don't remember what I ate yesterday.
Right, we're busy. So anyway, I meet Kumi immediately. We had a connection because first of all, Kumi hung around with the cool crowd, the black crowd.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you'll get to know why and how that is so comfortable for her. And then to be a comedy scene, which it makes it even smaller of a circle. So we were like, we don't see anybody, first of all, mixed like me.
Right.
Black and Japanese or Black and Asian. And then also just being Japanese. Mm-hmm. So that's why we connected. Yeah. And it was just so nice having you, around.
I know. I just felt like like one of the relatives just popped out like all of a sudden.
Yeah. And that's how we met. And
it was nice.
Yeah, and so we've been tight ever since.
Over 20 years
family.
Now.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I think I was like 22.
It is? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shit. Time flies.
Hey, listen. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Itadakimasu.
Kanpai.
Okay, so we're going to discuss the biggest question I know everyone would have is, at what age did you want to come to America and why?
What age? I wanted to come to America when I saw Michael Jackson for the first time when he came to Japan. I mean, I know he's been come to Japan many times, but when I saw him on the Bad Tour, my dad took me to see Michael Jackson, and he was the thing, like,
and
I don't remember how far, but I could see his presence on the big screen. But we did go where he was, and people talked about it on TV, and I really didn't know he was black, or we knew he was American. But I liked him so much. Ever since I saw his performance, I just
you were mesmerized, and he has that effect.
Yeah, and I liked how nice he is. He would in Japan, he would go by the game, or he would just pop up anywhere, and then he was
Really?
on the news all the time, where Michael went, what he bought.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, so I'm I love him. Yeah, so when I wanted to come to America, exactly,
You were how old?
I was, the first time I thought I wanted to go to America is when I saw Michael Jackson, but really what I'm gonna make a move was 12, 13.
That's when you decided.
Yes, but my parents said no. My mother said no. Study abroad is expensive. We cannot afford it. So I'm but I'm gonna go. I knew I was gonna go.
You were going to go.
Yeah, and I found the ad on the paper, newspaper, because we didn't have internet back then, so we had newspaper or the TV. TV had only 12 channels. One time my friend is like, look, there's an exchange program that you could go to, America for free, for 9 months. But you got to take the test. So I just went ahead and went to take the test by myself without telling my parents.
Oh, you didn't need your parents' signature to take the test?
No, nothing.
Because they wouldn't expect
because
somebody like you to do that.
Yeah, because I wrote my parents' name, It's just paper.
It's just paper. Yeah, it's just a test.
So I did pass it. And then I talked to my parents. Oh, if it's free, then sure.
Right. Oh, and you've already done it. Okay. Kumi has some very cool parents.
Yeah. But then, only 9 months, you're going to go there and study English and come back. But I ended up coming to Minneapolis. And then I did my time for the 9 months. And then, my friend actually, next year, my friend had, my friend from Japan, she had gone to California. Oh, wait. So, then she, let's see. So I contacted her, help me come to, help me go to California. And she had her people help me out, which actually, they were actually could customize where you wanted to go, what kind of family that you wanted to stay. So I said, yeah, I'm into Michael Jackson, so please help me kind of,
get close to Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Because,
the area code she wanted was
90210. Oh, yeah, okay.
90210.
Because I used to watch 90210, Beverly Hills 90210. It was one of the few American drama that
came over.
Yeah.
That they showed.
Yeah, and also Life Goes On. With the Down syndrome boy.
Oh, he starred in his own series?
His name is Chris Bark. I wrote him a letter.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I actually wrote how much I like his show, and then he sent me the picture of him.
Aww.
To Japan.
That is a big deal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That he sent it to me?
No, that you get a picture. I remember as a child having that. You write to your stars, you
Oh,
write to
yeah.
fan mail, and they answer back. That's
Yeah.
like, I wrote Pippi Longstocking.
Oh, really?
You know who Pippi Longstockings is?
I don't know who played it, but I know the
Story?
The story, like.
That was, her.
Yeah.
That was my hero.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wanted to grow up and be her.
Oh my God.
She lived on her
Yeah,
own.
you
Anyway.
kind of like her though.
Just kind of like do what you want to do, live on
Yeah,
your own, tough
yeah,
tomboy.
yeah.
Got a monkey and a giraffe and a horse and
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, she was really cool.
Yeah,
So-
you can relate to that for sure.
Yeah, I know.
You're a spontaneous woman. And she's successful.
And busy.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah.
AOTP, that's me. I've got it.
Good.
Okay. And you pretty much answered my next question, which was, how did you get here?
Yeah.
You told me.
It was just it was hustle though. Because like, all these, I couldn't speak English.
Oh.
And, it was really hard to, accommodate my language and all. There was a preparation to come, like before we take off, we had to do a lot of homework, which I didn't. I had a friend that was going to American school in Japan, so she was doing my homework. So like, when I came here, and I really didn't, I wasn't the smartest. I could only like, I wasn't the smartest.
Well, in terms of in English.
Education-wise.
English. No, because you were busy. You're different.
I mean, like, I couldn't focus, I was but I could focus on the English class. So
right, because you know what? It didn't interest you.
Right.
Because, and this is the thing about you being in Japan. She was so un-Japanese-like. Her spirit was a very free spirit, and doing things like piercing your ear, coloring your hair. You couldn't do that. Everything in Japan is like everyone moves as one.
Yeah, especially if you're in a private school.
Right.
And you could get, if you color your hair, you could get suspended. If you pierce your ear, you could get suspended.
Why do you sound like your nose is stuff?
I don't know.
Because you're talking.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel congested, maybe because of this shit.
Yeah.
I can't hear myself well.
Right. So your body is responding. It's like, well, if we can't hear, we must be congested.
Yeah, it's like a nerve brain nerve number 3 or 4 is the nasal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. So that's it. You couldn't. So continuing on, the next question is, how did your family feel, your parents feel once you were accepted and they said, okay, you can go, you're in America?
Yeah.
And then?
They were concerned, but I didn't want to tell them what I went through because I didn't want them to be, worried or...
What you went through here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or come back or,
Yes.
So... Yeah, especially when I went to school out here, it was kind of like disaster. Yeah, so I became an exchange student, and then the family that I was assigned to in California was in Inglewood, and the family was the African American family, and there was a mother. She actually owned 2 businesses in LA. Inglewood and also Fresno. So she had 2 houses, but then again she had people with mental illness in the house, like living, living. It
was a boarding house, or
boarding. It was a boarding care.
Boarding care.
Yeah,
that's it.
So, and then I was living with them.
Right.
So there was 3 brothers and 1 sister. And 2 brothers were living in the same house, and the sister, she was living in Lancaster at that time. But
and these are the clients?
No, there was the kids.
Oh, her daughter.
So yeah,
her kids.
Right. So that is my host brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm. So what did you call them? You called so that we can know who and follow the story.
Okay, so
you called
Montrese.
Well,
what?
Brother. Maybe
like,
brother. You would call them brother, and the mother.
Yeah.
You would call Mama.
Yeah, Mama. Okay. Yeah.
So Mama had 2 houses.
Yeah, she had. Mama had 2 houses, and so she was going back and forth. But she made sure, I settled, and like most of the time she had the brothers, like she had the boys, like to take care of me, or like kind of
look out for you.
Yeah, look out for me and gave me a ride and stuff.
Oh, to school.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
but it was like when she was around, it's everything is good, but when she's not around, then everything goes like something that I never expected.
Like
they would smoke and drink in the back house and all that stuff, and then I kind of got used to it, and it kind of became like a regular life to me.
But at first, I know you were like, what?
Yeah, it was.
Can you explain how that your eyes out there were like this big? And
yeah, like in the back house where
we have one of those.
Yeah, where
in Oakland.
Yeah.
A smaller house.
So yeah,
it was like the Kick It house.
Right.
Yeah. If you have a problem with just a small house.
Yeah, but we had a car. It's a driveway,
right?
And then we had he had Monte Carlo, and then it was an old Chevy truck, and then there's another one that I don't know, bucket, yeah, with a bucket, and then the house, right?
Right.
And he had pit bull. We had, Rottweiler and all that.
So when you first saw all of this, what did you go, oh shit?
I was like, what the hell is this? Like, this is not something that I ever imagined. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So what was that change? How did you go from that, like, oh shit, or oh snap, or oh wow?
Yeah,
How did you make that transition?
I really wanted to complain to the person who arranged it.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, when they were smoking weed and shit.
You didn't want to get them in trouble.
Yeah, but then again, I was like, it's starting to. I mean, it took me a while to just accept what I'm living.
Mm-hmm.
But Mama was a comfort.
Mm-hmm.
When she's around, I really enjoyed her company, and she was really nice. Yeah, I mean, she was a comfort. She's like a high yellow, woman.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't imagine her like that.
She's half Indian. She was saying I'm half Indian.
American Indian.
Yeah, like a Cherokee Indian, and I'm half black.
Ah.
That's what she was. They're from Arkansas. So and then she's always explaining to me, but I was not sure. So I'm like, I'm half Cherokee.
Did you know what that meant?
Yeah, I didn't know. I was okay. And then because I was trying to fit in, so
right.
I'm like, okay, so, and she showed me how to do certain things around the house, and I didn't even know the household had
so much.
Yeah,
because the American houses ran different than the Japanese house. But so just to clarify, you go to trying to get closer to 90210 and the host said, listen, I don't have anything in 90210 Beverly Hills, but the closest I have is Inglewood. And then you, not knowing Inglewood, said, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so just imagine her living in the hood, in the family, black family. You got brothers who are really tough, but they look out. That's one thing about I can say about the black family and black community. They look out. They they got you.
They were real like brothers.
Right.
To me.
Right. Looking out for you.
Yeah.
So much so that little things like Kumi making Kool-Aid for a black family. Tell them that's good.
Yeah, because like we always make we have a big pitcher, like the plastic one, and also we have a bunch of plastic cups, at home, and then like we have a lot of people living, so like we have so many colors of packages, Kool-Aid packages.
Yes,
Yeah, it's like 10
That's
cents.
a hood drink, Kool-Aid.
Yeah, and sometimes like like. Special occasion would be orange tang. So,
Not the packet, you get the tang.
Yeah, the tang. But like the tang was also the big. It was the big
plastic jar.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like orange and kind of like green looking. Yeah.
But tell them what happened that time you made Kool-Aid
Yeah.
for the first time.
Okay, so I thought I was gonna be nice and try to make it, but like I wasn't sure. I mean, I was sure how much to put because like it's supposed to be a lot, so I put
a lot of sugar.
I put so in the picture I put like maybe like the half cup of sugar, and like I just put it in the refrigerator and make it chill. And then somebody like, who made this shit?
Because it wasn't sweet enough.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Half a cup of sugar and a pitcher of Kool-Aid does not make it sweet.
I thought it was like,
and
to me, it's
people,
a lot.
Black people in the hood like sweet sugar. I mean, sweet Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but the sugar itself was like a sand sugar. It was.
Oh, it didn't melt. It didn't break down.
Yeah, so it didn't.
Oh,
I mean, like.
So what are you saying? A half of a cup would have been okay?
I mean, that was like I thought it was enough.
Yeah.
Like it was to me, it was a lot. Just like coming from Japan, and it's like, oh my god, you're gonna put this much?
Right.
So I was like, oh shit, I put too much. Damn, like like
with a half of a cup.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But you're right. It just sits at the bottom.
Yeah, and it's just so, and then they were so upset, like who made this shit, and I'm like, yeah, I did. They're like, you crazy. You can't, what you do? And I couldn't really
explain.
So I put this much sugar, and then I remember, I don't know, they showed me more than a cup.
Yes.
But like I was like, no,
or like
that's
the bag, and you.
Yeah, that's
like in House Party. You remember House Party?
Yeah.
So they walked in, and the little boy was making the Kool-Aid, just pouring the sugar.
Yeah.
Pouring the sugar in.
Yeah, but they don't measure it, but they just go like that with the, those sugar, sandy sugar.
Mm-hmm. What other funny stories or not want to say funny stories. What other? I know you have
stuff that made me really like want to go home.
Yes.
When I really liked all the food that I have eaten, daily, but I did gain a lot of pounds.
Yeah.
I had a junk in the trunk.
Especially.
Like I did.
You had what?
I had junk in the trunk.
You did?
Yeah. I mean, I started to like grow some ass. Back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
But.
Because I was eating.
Southern cooking, especially Mama being from Arkansas.
Yes.
Like, what were you eating?
Greasy food. Like, we would make fried chicken from Crisco.
That's what we had back in the day.
Right. And I didn't know what that was.
I know all of these things because I was raised in the hood.
Oh, so okay. So
that's what we had.
Pretty much the same.
Crisco.
What I experienced, and you. But
you
had Japanese mothers.
Yeah, but you had a rougher household.
Right, because we did have clients, which is like
the brothers, the crazy people, and the brothers were, street dudes.
Yeah, one was hustling.
But there's certain common things, like you have the Crisco. I don't know if that's just hood or every.
I don't know. I thought it was just an American thing.
I think in America that's all we had. Maybe, I don't know, because I was raised in a hood. I was raised, we were lower middle class. Mm-hmm. In terms of economics. Mm-hmm. But I'll get into my story. We're in yours right now, so there's a commonality.
I guess. But like everything I had was really good. But one thing that I kind of, made me want to go home is that chitlin. Like,
that makes people from here want to go home.
Because, Mom, we would go to the grocery store. She would just pick up the red bucket from the frozen section. I was like, I didn't know what it was. Maybe ice cream shit.
That is a Southern thing.
Yeah.
Chitlins. Well, it also goes back from slavery times. Because with the slave owners, all they had, they would get what they want, and then they would but then the slaves would get the leftovers. They don't eat. Yeah. Right. That's how it came about with, chitlins and greens and the Southern cooking,
Yeah. But if you clean it, you clean it well and cook it, and with vinegar and hot sauce, it's really tasty.
Chitlins, if you don't know, is the intestines of the pig. And that was, from the rooter to the tutor of a pig, because nothing was wasted, was a Southern thing, a Black thing, Yeah. And so you don't see that so much now because everyone's eating healthier. You're not eating as much pork. True. You're not trying not to eat pork. But yeah, my father ate pig's feet, ham hocks. Yeah.
Smoked ham hocks is
pig ears.
Yeah. Pig ears?
Pig ears. And I think that's what's in hogmog. Hoghead cheese. Hoghead cheese. Did Mama have hoghead cheese?
I don't remember.
It's like, it comes in a patty. I think it's a poor man's pate.
Wow.
It's like, I remember.
So is it triangle?
No, it's the square most of the time. You do a triangle. I think that's very Japanese.
Because pig's ears.
Oh yeah, no. Talk about that. What they would do is chop it up. Chop it up, boil it. I'm guessing, and it comes out as like a jelly consistency, like the gristly. Yeah. Collagen.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's what I like too. Yeah.
Right, and then they would cut it, but they would cut up the ears, cut up the gristles and everything. So the hoghead cheese had little slivers of white gristle. Yeah. You like gristle.
Yeah. Okay. I do.
So it's that, and you would slice it and eat it with crackers. Oh. My dad used to eat that. There would be pig feet in the jar. Yeah. You ever see that? The juice swirls around. Mm-hmm. That wasn't so bad when I was a little girl. It was pickled.
Oh.
It was pickled.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, chitlins, whoo.
Yeah.
After you have to clean it really, really good. The whole house smells.
It's like shit.
Yes, because that's the intestine.
Yeah.
So you clean it. Did you ever have to cook it?
No, I had to help clean it.
Yep, everyone did.
That shit really made me homesick.
You were like, I don't know, to hell with this.
Yeah, but in Japan, we do eat pig intestine. They call it hormone.
Hormones.
Yeah.
But
for some reason, but
prepared differently.
Yeah, it's prepared
hormone. Do you think it's a fertility food? To make you have babies? Make you fertile?
No, I don't know, but it's like something that gives you energy. Or something like that. They in Japan, they have like different definition of hormones.
Right. And now, like if you are in a white area, coming from the hood and then living in the white area, usually New Year's you eat black-eyed peas. And you also, you're eating collard greens. I mean, this is just Black cooking that I would always cook
Yeah.
You know, but no one. It was always there. Or no, I take that back. It wouldn't be in the store if it's in the the area. You get a little, you grow a little bit, so you move away.
Yeah, yeah.
And then next thing you notice that the store started carrying them, and then you get used to buying them, and then all of a sudden it's like people are buying them.
Yeah.
And it's like white people get hit to eating like us.
Yeah. Yeah.
The healthy food, because really,
but don't they?
black people were economical.
Yeah.
They didn't eat meat because they couldn't afford it. Only one day a week. Whereas now it's like you're trying not to eat meat.
Right.
So yeah, we were kind of green before.
That's true. That's true.
Cut the lights off because you couldn't afford to pay the bill. Now everyone's conserving energy. You take transportation because you didn't have a car. Now transportation is green. See, so we've been green. Well, black people been green for a long time.
Japanese people too. But I don't know green.
Mottainai.
It's like mottainai, frugal. You know, it's a good word for frugal, right?
Mottainai. Mottainai.
Yeah.
This one right here, I opened the refrigerator door yesterday, and I took pictures.
What?
Of what you had in the refrigerator. One romaine lettuce leaf.
Yeah, mottainai is edible.
And I said, look at this. Man, she's not throwing away anything.
I am not going to throw away any edibles. Edible food. Not the edible weed to make you...
Right.
No.
And so, actually, I was making a taco, and I said, and I ended up like chopping it up.
Yeah, see?
I was like, well, I didn't do it.
Yeah,
I have pictures of that we can insert.
Yeah, you got to, like here, people just throw away food, like, oh, I'm not eating that, I'm done.
Yeah,
done.
I don't do that.
Yeah, just heat it up and...
I'm not wasteful.
You wasted the... I mean, you do waste food because you buy too much. But if you don't have it... I am not
wasting food anymore.
Ew!
Because...
I just throw away that cucumber salad.
Yeah, you should.
See?
Because
you guys should have ate it.
I forgot
was it
about
nasty
it.
or was it nasty?
No, it wasn't nasty. I forgot.
You forgot.
I forgot. You have to remind me, or
okay,
I have to be remembered.
Stop buying those snacks.
What's next?
Those corn puffs, and corn tortillas.
I like those.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying if I don't eat those, then okay. Anyway, we're getting
maybe
off.
yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about you and the family.
Yeah.
And you said chitlins make you want to go
home. Yeah, because it actually was nasty, and it was kind of often that she made, and Mama would come back like every other week. So 1 week we don't have Mama around, and then the other week she comes, and it seems like every time she comes, like we have to clean up the chitlin. So one time I was like, I was like, oh, is she coming home? You know, like
you was like, she's coming home. When did you start smoking weed?
You don't know. I really don't remember when, but I was always smoking that shit.
High school.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
I was.
Wow. And speaking of that,
I was smoking cigarettes too.
Yeah, me too. That's
I was smoking Newports and all, Camels and all that jails cigarettes.
Yeah, well, that's what's in the black community. Salem's,
yeah.
because I'm from a different. Yeah. Oh, they had Salem's.
I was smoking Salem in Japan.
How you were smoking Salem's in Japan?
Yeah.
They had Salem's out there.
Yeah.
American Salem's.
Yeah.
How old were you? I forgot.
When I gave.
Oh no! How was
15?
School?
School?
Because school was tough.
I didn't like the school.
Yeah.
I didn't. Because on top of that,
tough.
I couldn't speak English that well.
Yeah.
And
we're picked on.
Yeah, I was picked on.
I was picked on for being mixed. You were picked on for being Japanese.
Asian.
Yeah, being Asian and just speaking.
Yeah, black kids were like, do my nail, bitch. Or, every day. And then I had a friend.
Kids are so cruel.
Yeah.
They are so cruel.
Yeah, I ended up hanging out with Latino girls. So
Now, usually when you're young and you hang out with a group of people, you know, you end up, everyone trying to find their identity, so you end up really dressing like the people you're around. Did you ever go through that? So you was running around?
I had a pencil line, like dark
That's what you do with friends,
yeah.
Oh my God, do you have any of those pictures?
I am sure I can find. I don't know. We'll see. Because, you know, I became a minimalist and shit.
Oh, yes.
So, like,
oh, my God. She's a minimalist. I'm a survivalist.
No, she's a maximalist. Maximalist.
I am a survivalist, but I tell you what.
She got everything.
Thank you. And if some stuff goes down.
I got nothing.
But if I got it,
I'll
you
come
got
to
it.
you.
Yeah, if I got it, you got it. I mean, when this pandemic hit, I was ready.
Yeah, she is.
She's ready.
Stacking up everything.
As a matter of fact, when the COVID tests were like all sold out, I had about 20 already.
She's ahead of time. So, you know.
Because I'm a survivalist.
Yeah, yes. I respect that.
Thank you.
For real.
Yeah, okay,
my sister.
Good. And I respect you too, my sister. But boy, did we go through it. I have to go behind her to make sure. She has to, you know what? Now what we're going to do is she will have confession every day to tell me what she threw away. Because if I don't ask her, or if I don't go, what is this throwing in the trash? She's like, don't look.
Yeah, like I throw away shit that don't make sense to me.
That doesn't make sense to you.
Right.
Okay.
But it makes sense to her. But like, if I can't figure out, that shit got to go.
Apply that to your stuff. But help me.
I already don't have them. It's gone.
Yeah, that's true. You don't have it. So you have to exercise your minimalist.
Yeah, but you know what?
But I do need help in that area. Well.
Yeah, but I go back and
I
forth
just need
between your
organization. That's all.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm AOTP, so
AOTP is
all over the place.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I'm juggling,
Yeah.
Yeah. What about your Latino friends?
Oh my friends. Yeah, my friends were like they, we were in ESL class, which is English as a second language. So we were all on the same boat, but I was the dumbest one because, like...
Why do you say that?
Because I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about, the teachers.
Well, that's because you didn't understand English.
Yeah, so, I was... And then they didn't realize that I was on the exchange program. So they, they were just, they thought I was just homie, Asian homie. But we were all cool.
So they didn't know you were from Japan. Oh, no.
They
didn't know.
I was from Japón, yes.
Japonese.
Japonesa.
Japonesa.
Yeah. So, I was, I hung out a lot of time with them,
What was that like?
I thought I was one of them.
Yeah, I know. That's what happens when you're young. You assimilate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
but
did you have thin eyebrows?
I did.
Thin,
I have a pencil. Yeah, pencil line. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't have that much. Yeah, we all like in the 90s.
That's
and,
right.
We had a dark color lipstick, and we all had like a baggy pants, and then like stomach showing. Friends. Yeah.
Those were your friends. Wow, wouldn't that be a trip? And
then they would call me like Japonesa, like pendeja, and like all kind of bad words. But we were really
endearing.
Yeah. And then I would go hang out with at their house. Their mom, she never spoke English. And all kind of Spanish to me, and then I was like, sí, whatever, sí. But she would feed me, they like
Also, you went from Southern food to Mexican food. Yeah, you really started getting junk in the trunk, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was. So, and then one of the girl, Maria, we were the same age, and then Maria had a sister named Melissa. So, and Maria liked black guy. And Melissa was like, whatever, she was always following us. And at that time, there was a movie called Minister Society. And I liked the movie, and we all liked the movie. So, we were always mimicking the movie.
Like
I would say, I feel sorry for your mom, and then I was an Asian person at the liquor store, and then she was an old dog. She was like, what did you say, motherfucker? You feel sorry for who? And then, so we were always like, mimicking that scene, and
that was Old Dog in there.
Yeah, Old Dog, yeah.
Right? Oh.
Yeah, Old Dog, Kane, and I forgot.
So you guys are running through it.
Yeah. And then, with the, we didn't speak perfect English.
Nobody
right?
did.
Yeah. So, but it was our thing.
Huh? I would have paid to see that one.
Yeah, it was our thing to do. Yeah.
And that was for 3 years. You know what?
What?
Can you share with them the story about when you were fighting this girl and you couldn't speak English when the principal pulled you into the office?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was actually after
you
I
couldn't
moved.
explain yourself.
Right. When after I moved from Inglewood High, and the family actually moved to closer, but it was a hood, but like La Brea and 21st, which is out of Inglewood. But actually, we lived in a good side of Inglewood. Real good side, on the.
Let me say this: you can't buy too much property now there because it's being swooped up. So Inglewood is prime property now.
Yeah. I know. But we did move. We were on La Brea and 64th first, right? And we moved up to 21st in La Brea. So it was LA, and I was able to go to either Dorsey High or LA High or Fairfax High, and I chose the Fairfax High, which is on Melrose and Fairfax. And I thought I did the right thing, but now there was a lot of Asian kids, Korean, Vietnamese.
At Fairfax?
Yeah.
So that's good or bad?
It was, the Asian kids hated me because I was Japanese.
Right?
Yeah. So.
What? Look, the Chinese, the Koreans.
Yeah, but it was a Vietnamese girl that always fucked with me. What you looking at, bitch?
What?
Yeah, it was.
And it's like I gotta get this from you too.
Yeah, it was always the same Vietnamese girl who was trying to fuck. Wanted to fuck me up. I think. They're always messing with me.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but one time I was in the bathroom washing hands, and did that, and then she said,
"You put some water on me,"
and then she just punched me, and then so she punched me,
and
so I had to punch her back.
That's right. It's on and cracking now.
Yeah, but it was a small bathroom, so it was, we couldn't really get to, swinging and all that stuff, but, so it was a fight, and then we had the metal detector at school, and it was school police, the security was high, security was strong, so they all, we got it pulled, and the principal, he Mr. Smith. Yeah. He actually got me, he's the one kind of protected me, and, said, but on the, I guess, yeah. I don't know. Was he married to a Japanese woman?
Was he black?
Yeah, he was a black.
He was black.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked out for you.
Yeah, he looked out for me.
Well, you know what? And that's what you expect adults to do, to know which one gets picked on. Hopefully they could see people. It's like, okay, I know this one. She doesn't really mess, she doesn't mess with anyone, and I know she has it hard. So he kind of like was sticking up for the underdog, you know?
But at the same time, he did mention that you are an exchange student, so you cannot have any
bad,
problems.
Oh.
And and then he had I think he had other girl like not this withdrawal but I didn't see her for I didn't see
maybe
her.
she got expelled.
Or she got, I know she got suspended,
Yeah.
but I didn't see her for, I didn't see, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But what happened? You were so worked up, fighting. I don't know. They're very strict nowadays, but that was a way back then.
Yeah.
You had to defend yourself, especially if you're in,
Yeah, but I used to wear engineer boots. Engineer boots has steel on hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your Latino friends, huh?
No, actually, I was wearing that in Japan.
Really?
Because, I mean, that's another story, but, like...
Another story?
Yeah, right before I come to the U.S.,
mm-hmm.
But, like, if you have the engineer boots, you can kick somebody really hard.
In Japan?
Yeah. And then I was still wearing that in here, too.
You used to fight in Japan?
Well, yeah, a little bit. But, like, not...
No wonder they...
Yeah. I mean, like... Yeah. I mean, like, you kind of... Like a kid's thing. But, like, not bad as here.
Mm.
But like here in Japan, it's just the hip kind of thing to just, wear that thing, and then like if you run into some problem, you kick, and then you just go. But it's so it's heavy.
You can't run.
Right.
Right.
It's heavy, but I used to wear that in school too,
mm-hmm.
and then the metal detector would
go off.
Yeah, but they would let me in with that.
Because they knew it wasn't a weapon.
Yeah.
It was in your shoe.
Yeah, I had the short pants and then the boots. It was
mm-hmm.
my thing.
That was your thing.
Yeah.
And so with this girl, you guys were fighting, and then the principal brought you in and said, "What's going on here?"
Well, I'm sure she probably like, beat down this Japanese bitch.
Who was that? You?
No, the girl, the Vietnamese girl.
You think she said that?
No. She would always like bitch,
Call you names.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when the principal, what I'm getting at is that one story that you told me where the principal pulled you into the office and you were so angry and you were so mad that you couldn't explain yourself. So the only thing that came out of her mouth were cuss words.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
Right? This motherfucker, this thing. Right?
Yeah. He's like, what? Where did you learn this language? Yeah, like, but, because I was with my, my family in the back house.
When Mama was away.
Yeah, all they did was listen to Prince.
Okay.
Music, Prince. And analyze the song.
Oh.
Drink.
Well, Prince didn't curse.
Not really, but like sexy motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
that's a bad song, by the way.
Yeah. But then, we would just speak and I would pick up some bad words.
Because that's what they spoke.
And then when I say, when they would say, Kumi, say this, say that.
Yeah, and they laughed and got a kick out of it.
Yeah. So, but I thought it was funny too that they were laughing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He was like, yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah. Shit, fuck you.
Right. And a little bit of this, Kumi as a stand-up, what makes her so special is that it's not Americanized, you know. Because there's that one line, you said, well, the first things I learned in English was, hey,
pass that shit.
You know? But all in all, I mean, you know, that's what makes Kumi so tough and so cool. If I ever met anyone that I felt was like me and we thought alike, it's Kumi. You know, it's Kumi, man.
Yeah. I mean, they thought I was just funny because I think I just sound funny because I have the accent
and the high pitched voice.
Yeah, I talk shit. Oh yeah, high pitched voice. But I don't know because when I went to Fairfax High School, I had an agency, talent agency.
Oh, okay.
And Shirley actually introduced me to someone who had a talent agency, and I was going to auditions, right, for commercials. I only book a job that has something to do with Japanese language. If it was an English role, I would never get it. And then, yeah, because of the accent that I have. So, and I was talking to my brother.
I can kind of, you know.
Yeah, well, you can.
Yeah, I that makes sense. But you know what's funny about Kumi? Kumi, because of your American mama that was from Arkansas.
Yeah.
So people from Arkansas have this drawl. Like how would mama talk?
How would she talk?
Yeah.
She would talk Southern.
What is Southern? Like, how do Southern people talk?
Like I talk like this, something like that. Yeah, I mean she would have like real Southern accent, like
what's that drawl?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have that.
I know it comes out.
It comes out. It's like you know you have a Japanese accent. You're speaking English with a Southern drawl.
Your mom too, though.
Huh?
Your mom too. Your mom does it. Okasa does that too sometimes.
What does she say?
I'm like, I'm tired.
Yeah, she does.
Like
she does.
Says,
she does.
Yeah, she talks Southern.
Well, that's
to me.
Yeah, that's true. Being black, because we are from Oakland.
Yeah.
And that's where the canneries were. Manufacturing. So a lot of people migrated from the South for those jobs. You know, Del Monte Foods, that's a canning place. Mother's Cookies, Wonder Bread. Yeah.
They're all in Oakland?
There were a lot of them were in Oakland. And then you had the military base.
Yeah.
You know, which is
okay.
a military base. So it all made sense why you gravitated up north. You know, there was a job, there was a post office. The military base, so.
Okay. That's why she talks Southern.
Yeah, she does.
But she never had to work or anything, right?
No, she stayed home. You know, and you know, my dad would work. He was in the military and worked, and he would give her the check, and she would manage the household.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she would manage the house.
That's a good man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know. Handful.
Yeah.
He was a handful, but that's Southern talk.
Yeah.
Because she was immersed in a community that was all black.
Right.
You know,
so it's like her and we have very
the same similar experiences.
Yeah.
The only difference is time.
Yes. Oh yeah. It just
because we're 3 different generations.
Yeah, she's
basically.
like the pioneer. Japanese lady that
was submerged in the black
community.
Yeah, because she will be 93. So right now she's 92.999 years old.
Yes.
We'll meet her in another episode around her birthday, maybe.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Because she's like, I'm gonna be 93.
Yeah. That's amazing. You know how she takes care. I mean, that's a Japanese side of you that you take care of elderly. Like. You know, I mean, like your mom, you take care of your mom really good.
Black people do too.
They do. They do. Yeah,
Black people do too.
The thing is, here, they don't last that long because I think it's just the food they, eat and
Right.
yeah.
Like, for instance,
The choice.
Mimi's mom, she was just recently passed, and she...
Oh, how old was she?
Mimi, how old was mom? Your mom?
How old?
Yes, 99?
No, she was 97.
97.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
97.
you took care of your mom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so she was at home.
Okay.
Wanda took care of her.
Uh-huh.
And Mimi and Winna would go, and she stayed with Wanda. Nowadays it's kind of rare because I can't speak for everything.
Yeah, because, people don't last that long here, to me.
Yeah, I think that won't happen in that next generation.
Oh, okay.
But the women, some, yeah. But yeah, so mom will be 93. I think she may hit that 100 mark, I think, maybe. But that's why every day is important, even though I go into her room and I'm like...
She's breathing.
You gotta check to see if she's breathing. It's like, okay, she's good.
Yeah. I do that too.
You do that too?
I do.
Oh, and she does stuff like this. I'm like, why did you... And she's like, stop doing that. Okay, so... Yeah. Okay, so next time, thank you for hanging out with us. It was cool.
Yeah.
Kumi, it was cool listening to your story. And next time,
Yeah, I'm ask you a whole bunch of questions.
Okay. Yeah, ask me questions, but we have
like
so
a nosy neighbor.
Yeah, or just like, hey, what else happened?
Yeah.
So it was cool. Hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us. And until the next time.
またね。
またね。
あ、こうだっけ? This way? This way?
Okay.
This way? Yeah.
Maybe this is not the right thing. It was until then.
Sorry.
Bye. That's right.